Hey there. Today we're basically going to be doing just like a video that I've been meaning to do for a really long time and I've never done because I'm worried about screwing it up, and also I'm really unhappy with my like face and stuff. So today we're just going to do it anyways, because I've been, hi, person outside the window. Um, this is an idea that I've had for a really long time and I keep postponing it because I'm worried about not doing it justice, but now it's like I just need to freaking do it. And I need to get more happy with seeing myself on camera and just get over it. So, basically, this is going to be what makes me happy. And that's kind of like just going to be the running theme. It's not going to be like a consistent series. Basically, whenever I'm inspired to, I'm trying to go for like a weekly, monthly kind of thing, depending on how often I think of things. But it'll just be like a general vlog of whatever makes me happy currently. So I kind of have like two categories for this video today. The first category is smelly, but like in a good way. Basically, there's a few things that I use on a consistent daily basis, especially when I'm really stressed out or can't sleep or have a headache or whatever else. And just those things are super helpful. And not only like do they help me and kind of make me feel better, but they also just make me really happy. And kind of the purpose of this series is not just to be thankful for things, small moments, small objects, whatever, but also just to be aware. Because then that way, throughout the week, I'll be thinking, okay, what made me happy this week? So I'm focusing on things that make me happy, whether it's like, oh my God, I'm really freaking excited, or wow, I had a really terrible week and this one tiny little spark of hope was what made it worth it. So that's basically what the series is going to be about. Huh. That's what the series is going to be about. But today we're going to be focusing on one of my coping mechanisms and one of my new ish interests. So let's do that. For the coping mechanisms, I really love like smells, which I have a love hate relationship with smells and sounds and textures. Like I have a thing with stuff like that. But smells, positive smells. I have like fluff going on here. What's going on? There we go. Positive smells. They can just make or break my day. So I have four things here that really make my life a lot more bearable, even on the days where I'm really not feeling it. Well, three things, I guess. I lied. Three things. I have two containers of one of them. So the first one would be this deep steep. Oh gosh, can you? There we go. Deep steep lavender and vanilla argan oil body lotion. This is flipping fantastic. I've never been a hand cream body cream kind of person. I actually have like a history of like not ever using hand creams and body creams, and I've tried. Like I've honestly tried. I had problems with like cracking hands and stuff too before, but anyways, freaking love this stuff. Love it so much. I actually have a just a travel bottle size one that I usually keep either at my desk or beside my bed. I should probably just get a second one so I can have one at my desk and one at my bed. But I took this as a carry-on when I traveled from Canada to Ireland because it was so important that I would have this on me. It's just a lot of lavender smells, which is funny because I think all of these, yeah, all the things I'm talking about have lavender in them. There's the theme. A lot of lavender smells can be like really overpowering and kind of granny-ish, but this one's just a lot more subtle. I don't know if it has, yeah, it doesn't have a very good description. There's a really good description of this on their website. But it also has, I think, what does it have in here? What was the other smell that I think there's in here but not really described? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's really good. It smells great. I love it. And it's just, I just want to like huff it all the time. I'm trying to smell it to describe it, and now I'm just smelling it instead. It's really good. It's kind of got like this musky, woody kind of undertone, but just like this really feminine, not feminine, feminine, but like just actually more neutral, gender neutral kind of. I don't know. It smells soft and cuddly and relaxing. And then also the lavender also helps with headaches and also with trouble sleeping, which are both things I have a lot of experience with. So second one, this is a little less glamorous, but This is Soft and Gentle 48-hour protection lavender and patchouli body responsive antiperspirant. Um, so in Canada, I've always used like the stick kind. It's, you know, like cream in a stick and you twist it and it rolls up and you just put it on. But apparently in the UK, or at least in Northern Ireland, predominantly they sell the spray kind. And usually I go for something that's either generally not scented very much, or like I've gone for some kind of citrusy stuff lately. But um, Tim got me this lavender and patchouli one, and I'm not a huge patchouli fan. Usually it's too much for me, but this is just like really, like, I actually honestly put this on just to smell it, not even to have it on, but it's just like, you know, it's a spray. I've seen guy spray ones, but I've never seen girl spray ones in Canada. But this is actually really surprisingly satisfying and makes me happy. Like, it's one of the things when I'm getting ready in the morning. It just it just makes me happy, and that's what this is about. But the third lavender on the list, I guess I probably should have got. Oh, wait, I think I have it. Maybe no. Did I have it out here? No, but it's over here, I think. Where did I put it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There. So I actually have a full bottle and a roll bottle. So this is TKO. That's just my handwriting. This is a tiny little roller bottle I have. But it's actually, this is the full size bottle. TKO. This is a Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab perfume. And this one is actually in the general catalog, so you can buy it all year round. And I believe they actually have some other products with the TKO smell in the Black Phoenix Trading Post, like maybe bubble bath or hair oil. I'm not entirely sure, but TKO, basically same kind of thing. It's a predominantly lavender smell. I especially have it. I have this in a little roller bottle because I can put this in my purse. I can take it on a plane. I can do whatever, and I can just apply some, and then it's a lifesaver, basically. Like, this one's a lot more, especially on me. It's a lot more strongly vanilla, or not vanilla, strongly lavender at the beginning. But when it calms down on my skin, it's just, once again, that kind of just cuddly, warm, soft, very relaxing and calming smell. And it really helps me, not only when I have a headache, not only when I'm trying to fall asleep, but also when I'm just kind of having a panic attack kind of moment where I'm just having a lot of anxiety and I'm stressing out. If I put on some perfume or I put on some hand cream or something, that could be the difference between like me losing control and freaking out, or me being like, okay, I have an anchor now, calm down, it's okay. So for me, those things are super, super, super important to my everyday life. But they also make me really happy. Like, they're not just coping mechanisms, they also just genuinely make me happy. So I know I've showed off some of those things before. But I think the second thing, if I'm going to say like two kind of things that are making me really happy lately, the second thing would probably be retro gaming, which is really general, but what I'm specifically meaning is like retro handheld console gaming. I've gotten very recently, while I'm here, gotten a PSP, which, hello, which I've never played before. I'm having a lot of fun with the PSP, and that's not even really retro, but freaking my childhood is retro now. If the 90s are retro, the PSP can be retro for handheld consoles anyways. But I also have been really enjoying, I've got this Game Boy Advance, which I don't know if I actually knew at the time. I owned a Game Boy Advance and then I returned it and I got a Game Boy SP way the heck long ago. But I don't know if I actually knew that you could play Game Boy Original and Game Boy Color games in the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP. So that's something I've been having fun with. I got one of these. I got a couple of these actually. I'm going to be doing a little science project. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun basically going back and playing games that I've never played before. So like Super Mario Land 2, and I've got like some Donkey Kong games and some Sonic games that I never beat, and basically just going back and playing a lot of like older games that either were around when I was a child, or came out when I was like a teenager or something. Basically, games that I wasn't allowed to play or I wasn't able to afford, and just now is really cheap to get secondhand. So basically, yeah, that is what is exciting for me. Is to me this thing that I got for like, you know, cheapo on eBay, and like some like dollar game I got somewhere. It's like I can. This is exciting. This is like it's like when I was a kid, I never tried jam until I was in grade 12. And everybody always like when I say that to people, they're like, "What do you mean? Like, how did you grow up and you have like no childhood and that's just wrong?" And I'm like, "No, because when I tried jam in grade 12, I was like, this is amazing because I had that instead of being forced to try something or whatever else. I got that experience at an older age, and so that's kind of the way I'm feeling right now about retro gaming. Instead of being like, because I played a lot, well, not a lot, but I played some of these games, like Sonic games especially, before, and it was like, this is really hard. I wish this was more. I wish this was better. I wish this was, or I wish I was better at it, or whatever else. But now I'm at the point in my life where I can play a game and not feel as self-conscious about it and actually just enjoy it for what it is, and be real with myself and be like, yeah, this game's too hard for me, or oh, this just requires more timing or more practice or whatever else, and I can just think that in my head and actually enjoy the game more regardless of how good I am at the game. And at the same time, I'm getting to try games for the first time that are like freaking 10, 20, 30 years old, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So yeah, basically that's the other thing that's making me really happy lately, is just that renewed joy of getting to play retro games that I never played before. So I don't have that like retro nostalgia for most of them. I got a little bit for some of them, but it's like I don't have the retro nostalgia, but I'm getting the joy of like the kind of like secondhand retro nostalgia that I get from knowing about the stuff. Like I grew up with this, but I never got to play it, or I only watched my friends play it, or I only saw cartoons or commercials, or I saw it at the arcade, but I just sat there and watched the loading screen and couldn't afford to play the machine. So basically that is it. So what's making you happy lately? Um, Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing more like this, hopefully on an ongoing basis. And I will see you next time.